everybody, welcome back to Whiffy's Palette. I am Whiffy Penguin. I'm George. I am the painter. Today we are still doing some Tezzeret Cruel Captain stuff. Big changes, I guess big, from last week are the mana base. We're up to a 20-second mana. We added Mox Opal, took out the Lion's Eye Diamond, but we have a Seed of the Synod and a second Volcanic Island. I really want to be able to produce blue mana, and part of the reason I really want to be able to produce blue mana is I'm going to try out some Boomerang basics in the sideboard. I've got 3 of them in here, and that's going to help us beat the hate, the Leyline of the Voids and Dalthy Voidwalkers and whatnot. Also, it's just a versatile card. It can bounce any permanent. It can bounce ours to draw a card. Like I can foresee maybe if we decided it in, we bounce a Melded Moxite, draw a card, and then play the Melded Moxite, discard a card, draw 2 cards. So, I don't know. It just helps us loot. Big differences in the deck is not some huge ones. We trimmed the LED. We've got this 20-second land. We have a second Mox Opal. Tezzeret was impressive. I would like to be able to cast it. That's why I've got the 20-second land. I really wanted the Volcanic Island. I really want to try the Seed of the Synod with the Boomerang basics. And in order to fit the Arena of Glory, it had to just be an extra land. I'm going to treat it as a spell slot. We're 22 lands. The other big difference is we're going to be back on Pyroblast. We're going to try the 3 Pyroblasts. If you were here last week, you saw that we were doing Deflecting Swat. Deflecting Swat, no bueno. Very small sample size, but I played 2 copies in a game against Blue-Black Tempo, trying to, not Deflecting Swat, Redirect Lightning. I tried to redirect the Lightning, their Wasteland to their Underground Sea. They had Force of Will, and we died. Oh no, and then later on, they tried to kill one of our guys, and I redirected it to another creature, and they had another removal spell and still killed our guy and stopped us from winning. But we took 10 damage in the process and died pretty quickly. So we're going to try the 3 Pyroblasts. I'm not super huge on them. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that I'm not big on Pyroblast right now. I don't think it's doing a ton in this metagame with our specific deck, right? It does always combo with Painter Servant, but that requires us to have 2 cards in play. And the matchups where I feel like we're struggling with this blue-red deck, which is the blue-black tempo and blue-red tempo, the tempo wasteland decks, that's where we're struggling. The Pyroblasts aren't really doing it. The cards that are killing us are black, the red, they're not blue. The sideboard, we've got some Mindbreak traps for Storm. We've got the 3 Boomerang basics. I just wanted to try something that was a little versatile. We've got our requisite hate for Oops All Spells in Leyline of the Void. Some sudden demises for the energy matchup because that matchup is pretty rough, and I don't know that Boomerang basics will do it, but sudden demise might. Card came in pretty good against them in the past. And then I have another Ensnaring Bridge. I want to play a second bridge for the blue-black decks. That's the way that we can win our games, is by hiding under the bridge until we can get what we need done. So I want to try bringing in a second bridge. And then there's the new Tron deck running around. And I think Void Mirror is probably the best card against that deck. It also can be good against Storm. Like, maybe they don't have the Hexing Squelchers. It's also probably okay against Omniscience, right? They're not spending mana when they cast their spells. So yeah, we're trying stuff. We don't have any Blood Moons. That's like probably the obvious thing that we're missing. But I mean, maybe it won't matter. Maybe the Ensnaring Bridge will be the Blood Moon hate that we need. Really, the theme of this week's league is trying this bluer mana base to see what kind of sideboard cards we can support. I really wanted to try Consign to Memory, but that card is $19 on Magic Online, and you are tripping if you think I'm going to pay $19 for a Consign to Memory. But that's it. This week we're using a microphone that I have. I'm not a big fan of it. You've probably already heard. I feel like it's a little echoey, a little reverby. But the headset that I've been using, I don't know, last week the audio was super choppy. Tried using it again, tried messing with it, tried messing with the audio settings, and it was just no bueno. So we're not rolling with that. We're gonna roll with this mic that's just off screen here. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please consider subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please consider liking. It's not a big deal for you. It's just a click of a button. And, you know, every week in your feed, you'll get my little avatar of a Lego guy or whatever other nonsense I choose to be on. And it'll help grow the channel. We're trying to get to 500 subs. I don't know how fast that's going to happen. I kind of wanted to try for my birthday in the summer, but maybe a more realistic goal is by 2027, we have 500 subs. And that would be cool. All right. See you guys for round one. Bye. Hey, everyone. Here we are. We won the die roll for round one. Let's go. What do we got? Seems like a great hand to me. I'm going to keep it. We're going to keep. And I think I'm going to go Saga Haywire Might. We no longer have the Lion's Eye Diamond. Ooh, Wasteland. That's okay. That's okay. We've got options. Let's play this Painter. Everything is blue. We do have a Pyroblast. And then let's attack. Alright, so, okay, Plains. Swords, that's okay. Really like a land here. Goblin Welder. Okay, let's attack. I don't think I want to tap the Ancient Tomb for a Grindstone. Lavinia. That's going to make playing Tezzeret pretty hard, huh? No lands. Alright, we're taking some damage. Mana Source. Pithing Needle. Alright. Let's play this Pithing Needle and we'll name Wasteland. Wasteland. And then I guess we'll play the Grindstone with our floating mana. That way we don't have to tap the Ancient Tomb later. We might get Dazed here. We might get Felia. And then when Aang enters airbend up to one other target creature, spell exile it while it's exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. Okay. So we're playing against something cute, which at least is good for us, but we are not doing great here. Missing on mana sources this many turns in a row has been probably it's the end of the game. Whenever Hylia or another creature you control enters, gain 1 life. Beginning of your end step, draw a card if you've gained 3 life. We didn't warp it. We played it for realsies. All right. That's good. Let's go get a volcanic island. And what are we doing? Are we putting a painter in the graveyard? I think we are. 2, 5, 6, 7. We go to 8. I can't tap that then. I think I'm just dead. We're going to concede. I probably should not have played the Wooded Foothills and the Volcanic Island. That was a mistake. Alright, we're going to bring in the Sudden Demises. I think that's it. And what will we trim down on. Maybe we take out the ensnaring bridge. I don't think the matchup is about ensnaring bridge. And we can take out one goblin engineer and maybe one sewer cam. And we'll just try it with these 3 sudden demises. We'll go first. Okay, this hand, much better. We're going to keep it. I think with the first land, we're going to go mountain. There's no reason to get wastelanded. I mean, I guess we could try to bait them into wasting us. Mulligans to 5. Oh, so are we fighting against Leyline of the Void? That could be interesting. I do want to play... I do not want to play the Goblin Welder until I can do it with haste. So I'm just going to play the Arid Mesa, and maybe I'll get the Surveil land. Guide of Souls, great. We're going to hit that with the Legion Extruder. We want to keep that on top of our library. Yeah, we do. We want to just blow up everything they've got. I'm going to get a volcanic island here. I want to make it unattractive to wasteland us. But we'll kill this guy. And then we can play Tezzeret and look for a sewer valence cam. We can play Tezzeret and look for a sewer valence cam. We'll go get that. We are giving up our Tezzeret, but we're going to get to wrath their board. Or just win if we draw like a Lotus Petal. They don't have a land there. Oh, that's great. We don't have to expose the Arena of Glory. So let's do this. And then let's sudden demise for 2. X is currently 2. Let's kill your board. We're going to blow up white cards. And we're going to pass. And then, depending on what they do, we can play the sewer, we can play the arena to give our goblin haste, and then we can sacrifice the sewer and start the chain. So let's play the sewer valence cam, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have just enough mana to do it. Yeah, we'll tap your guy. Alright, so let's make haste mana. So we'll play this Goblin Welder with haste. And that's the game. Alright, on to number 2. Or number 3, I should say. Alright, so I think the sudden demises are good. I don't think we can get under their creatures with Ensnaring Bridge. I don't think that's the card we want. I don't think we want Void Mirror. I like where we are. Maybe I could see trimming up Pyroblast to get this Goblin Engineer in. And maybe a Pyroblast to get this cam back. We're on the draw. We want to just ram gang. Bogart Ram Gang. All right, let's see what happens for this third and final game of blue-white energy versus blue-red camera painter. Our opponent is having a think. This is a pretty sick avatar. All right, what do we got? This hand looks okay. Very slow. What could we do? I feel like I want to try to keep it. What is Curious Farm Animals? When this creature dies, you gain 3 life. Sacrifice this creature, destroy it to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Okay, that is a crazy card. It's from Avatar. Cool. I'm going to present... Ooh. We no longer have the Chaos Defiler in our deck. I think... So, like, they could plow us. But if they don't, like, we kill them, I think... do I want to do... I want to do the Thundering Falls and pass? No, I want to play Grindstone. I want to distract them, right? I don't know that we're going to try to win with this, but we could get to a point where we engineer something crazy with the Goblin Welder and the Engineer. We've got the Tezzeret that can go find us the cam. The Engineer can find us the Melted Moxite, and we could pop off. If we can hit a couple of sudden demises, we're going to be golden. Lavinia, that's okay. I'm okay with that. So that's pretty good. All right, so then let's Mountain. And Goblin Engineer. And I think we're going to put... the Legion Extruder into the graveyard, because we would really like to be able to pick off their guys with the Legion Extruder. That would be pretty good. We might force him to use the Curious Farm Animals on our Grindstone, or plow our Goblin Engineer, further playing off curve so that I can get this sudden demise going. I want to be careful about Clarion Conqueror, though. I might not be able to attack into that. Still no Wasteland is pretty big news. I might take a turn off from developing to kill 2/3. So I can't kill that yet. There's a painter. So what if I... play this? Keep a mana source on top. Skateboard. What does Skateboard do? What does Skateboard do? I don't think we need it. I want to try to draw a land. So I can play this again. And this time I'm going to put a Sewer Valence Cam into the graveyard. So now, I mean, if they get me with graveyard removal, they get me with graveyard removal. If they don't, though, I've got the combo set up for if I can maybe draw hasty. See, like, the skateboard could have been... Maybe I should have kept the skateboard. Oh, well, I was planning to Goblin Engineer anyway. Yeah, that's tough. I feel like I still have some time against this opponent. The sudden demise in my hand is giving me a lot of bravado, thinking that I may just be able to sweep up their board. All right, I do think I'm going to go for the sudden demise this turn. I mean, his creatures aren't really stopping me from doing anything. I could Legion Extruder down his board. I have 4 mana, so I pay a red to turn this into a sewer cam. And then I pay a red to turn the sewer cam into an extruder. And then I turn that into a cam, and then I turn it into an extruder. So I can kill the Ang this turn, or my turn. And that's it. Mockingbird. Okay, what is this? And some other white card? Please? All right. I'm going to try to sudden demise and kill his team. I really hope that I don't get dazed here. But I need to kill his Ang. They might blow up my Grindstone. They might blow up my Great Furnace. As long as this resolves. I feel like it's resolving. They're going to blow up my permanent. Yeah. That's great. We're going to hit white creatures. White creatures. And then let's attack for 1. All right, we can do lots of stuff on my turn. Warpahilia. And a Starfield Shepherd. And an Ocelot Pride. Okay, so what can we do here? My turn. We can Urza Saga. And then we can change this skateboard for this Great Furnace. This will tap your guy. And then we can play Goblin Welder. And we can attach the skateboard to the Goblin Welder. We can play this painter. Everything is blue. Oh, and that's the game. We were going to change the painter for sewer and then Legion Extruder him for the match. All right, we'll see you guys for round number 2. Bye. Hey everybody, we are back for round number 2. We're going to keep. This hand looks okay. hand looks okay. It's possible we get the random hasty goblin win. I think we're going to play Mountain, and I think we're going to play Grindstone. What do we have? A hedge maze. Okay, so are we show and tell? If we're show and tell, this could be a rough match. I don't know that we are set up super great against show and tell with our current configuration. Daze. Well, we don't have one to prevent that. That's okay. Maybe we're blue-black? No, that was a green-blue hedge maze. Maybe we're bug beans. I think I'm okay playing the volcanic island here. Ooh, we could Needle Wasteland while we're at it. I think I like that maybe. All right, let's try that. Let's play the Moxite. And we're going to discard this Bloodstained Mire. Cool, cool, cool. And then we're going to play Pithing Needle. And let's actually name Tomio. No, let's name Wasteland. Let's name Wasteland. Next turn, I think that we might use Wooded Foothills to go get our own Surveil land. And then maybe make a robot. We're looking for our Sewer Valence Cam. Lotus Petal is a card that we don't really care for. Let's play this Wooded Foothills, and we'll pass the turn. Waiting until their upkeep to crack. We get a Tropical Island. Are we Infect? Is that a possibility? Two green. Oh, no. We're Simic Omni, or we're a Lorentel. Yeah, we're probably dead. Omniscience. Yep. The One Ring. Okay. Maybe we should have played the Goblin Welder. Who knew that they might brick? Okay, so let's do this. Let's get our Thundering Falls. We do not want this. Put that into the graveyard. And then let's make a robot. And hope that they don't have a Force of Will and that we draw the Cam. All right, let's play this Arena of Glory. Let's make red. Let's play Goblin Welder. See if they've got Force of Will. I probably should have put this Goblin Welder into play off the Omniscience. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Can't attack. We're gonna wrap this one up. Go to game number 2. All right. What do we want? I think we want the Void Mirrors. I think we want the bridge. I think we want the boomerangs. And then what don't we want? So we have 66 cards in our deck now. I think we could trim a Mopal. No, we want to trim the foil one. And we can trim a petal, maybe a second petal. Maybe we take out the mopal altogether. We can take out a grindstone. We can take out some painters. Take out the grindstone. I forgot how we sideboard against this deck. We have the Legion Extruder combo, I forgot. And then I think that's it. Do we not want the painters at all? Take out the painters, bring in the Lotus Petal and the Mox Opal, just have everything, just take out the painter combo. Okay. We're gonna try out the Boomerang basics, see if they do anything. See if these Void Mirrors do it for us. Alright. I like this hand. I like the way it's gonna go out, so yeah, let's go Mountain Goblin Welder. I'd really like to draw a land that's not Thundering Falls. That would be cool. Well, I'll draw, I already have the Thundering Falls, I can't draw another one. I would like to draw another land that's not one of these two, because either I can't play anything on my turn 2, or I'm going to lose a Saga token, because Thundering Falls is my only other mana source in hand, and I really want to get this Void Mirror into play. That's great. We'll go get Volcanic. And we'll play Void Mirror. Just turn off Omniscience. Next turn, I can play Soul Cauldron with Saga and leave up Sewer Cam. I maybe could have attacked Brainstorm. I maybe could have attacked. I think I can attack this turn too, depending on if this Soul Cauldron dies or not. They could have Force of Vigor. That could be problematic, but then we have the Sewer Cam. We'll attack this turn, for sure. Next turn I can do nonsense. Let's try playing this Soul Cauldron. And then I'm going to attack you with my Goblin Welder. Alright, we need a mana source to do that craziness. But we're getting pretty close to killing them. Oh, they can't even play Force of Vigor because of my Void Mirror. I don't know if I said that out loud or thought about it. We're in a great position, I feel. There's the One Ring. That's okay. If I can draw like a Lotus Petal or a Mox Opal to kick this off, that'd be cool. Alright. Artifact into the graveyard for the win. It's an Ancient Tomb. Put that into the graveyard. Yep, we're gonna pass one more time because we do not have an artifact, right? I could go one. Nope. Yep. I can't even attack. Well, I could attack, but it wouldn't deal any damage. they somehow kill the Goblin Welder, I can put the Goblin Welder into the Soul Cauldron and put it onto a construct. There's a Ponder. Misty Rainforest, goes and gets a tropical. Stock up. Yeah? What am I supposed to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think I can do that. Am I just supposed to? I feel like I'm just supposed to do this. They could have some kind of instant speed removal for my Goblin Welder, I guess. Bounce spell. I'm not sure. Great. So we're going to float a mana. We're going to resolve this. We're going to go get our... We're going to go get our Pithing Needle, since we drew a Lotus Petal to put into our graveyard. And the One Ring is the card that we will name, just in case. We'll play this Lotus Petal. Oh, we're starting to Pinwheel. Oh no, it got counterspelled due to my Void Mirror. And then let's play this Legion Extruder. And then... No! What? Okay. Let's do my sewer. We don't want your graveyard. We want my graveyard. Sewer with Lotus Petal. So, like, if they have something, here's where it has to happen. Auto, yes. Consign. Okay. Let's play the skateboard with our one... Oh, I'm so bad at Magic cards. I should have used my red mana. Okay. That's okay. We might still be okay. Can't be counterspelled. Yeah, okay, we died. Oh, did they not do it right? I don't know. Maybe they didn't do it right. And we didn't die. I'm pretty sure that they needed to use Mistrise Village first. On to game 3 we go. I'm totally going to yank their Emrakul with my Soul Cauldron too. All right, opponent. Any moment now. Are we in game 3? I don't even know what game we're in. Oh, the spell just can't be countered from Void Mirror anyway. Okay, so... Oh, but they get an extra turn? And I take all this damage, right? We need an Ensnaring Bridge that we don't have. No, we're just dead, right? Yeah, I don't get a turn, right? Yeah, okay. Good game. We'll see you guys for the next round, I think, right? Yeah. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome back for round 3. We're going to play some Magic cards. What do we think about this hand? Good against blue, maybe. We're pretty far away. Double Ancient Tomb seems pretty bad. I think I'm going to mulligan. This hand is better. We're going to keep. What are we putting on the bottom? Goblin Engineer. All right, let's see if we can roll them with a fast Painter combo. Thank goodness we've got all these Cheerios in our deck to help us do this Mox Opal. Alright, Saga. Mox Opal. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Painter. Everything is going to be blue. What if we just draw Grindstone and kill them next turn? That would be hilarious. What if they can't interact and we just kill them 2 turns later? You have a Maya. Pithing Needle, probably on Grindstone. If I draw a land, I think I'm making constructs. What do we name? Saga or Grindstone? We do not have Blood Moons in our sideboard, so this could be tough, whatever this matchup is. I imagine Yavimaya Cradle of Growth decks would require Blood Moon to help. Grindstone makes sense. What do we draw? A Painter. We draw a Painter. So I eat a Lotus Petal. No, we're going to try to draw a land. Or a Pyroblast. Draw a Mox Opal and a Welder. Let's play the Welder. And then let's attack with my Painter. So now if they play like a line, any kind of artifact that finds its way into the graveyard, we can unlock our Grindstone There's a thespian stage. Didn't hit a wasteland. That's pretty good. Would really like to find a Pyroblast. Pyroblast or maybe the Sewer Valence Cam. Pyroblast. You love to see it. We'll make a green. Deflecting or redirect lightning could never. Grindstone. Destroy target permanent if it's blue. We'll kill this Pithing Needle. Do we have something? Crop rotation. I don't know that this does it. Unless you can give a permanent protection from red? Like if they try to phase out my painter, I can just welder my other painter for it. Are we just checking the deck to see if there's anything that can be done? I don't know that there is. GZY120? GZ120? I don't know. I don't know, man. You're the one taking time looking through your deck right now. I applaud you. I'm curious what can happen, though. So look how cool my golden goblin welder is. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, you know, I had infinite money and I could get everything altered to be gold? That would be sweet. Or for the artifacts to just be blue like this. It would be pretty cool. This artifact doesn't look as good. Stinking new border cards. I like old border cards. I do like old bordered cards. That's probably because I started playing Magic in 1996 when that was the only border. Gotta say, I hate white border cards because of the stigma attached to revised in 4th and 5th edition when I started playing Magic. About how they were just reprinted cards, they're not even cool. What's going on, opponent? Am I lagging or is it you? Feels like it's you. You're just eating up your clock. Sure hope it's not me. I wonder... Okay, there we go. Dark Depths. You have a Dark Depths. Okay. And we win. All right, nifty. Let's go to sideboard. All right, for this match, we're going to bring in the Ensnaring Bridge, and I think we're going to bring in the Void Mirrors because they stop Force of Vigor from being cast for free. I don't know that we want the rest. So what do we have? 3 extra cards? Let's trim a Mox Opal, but it kind of won that game. Let's trim... What if we trim a Lotus Petal and a Mox Opal and one... No, I like the Goblin Engineer. And what if we trim one... Painter? What if we trim one Painter? What if we trim 2 Lotus Petals? We just trim the zeros because we have the Void Mirrors. We keep 1 Mox Opal, 1 Lotus Petal to fetch off of the Saga or Tezzeret if need be. Okay, I like it. We'll try that. Double Ensnaring Bridge. Not gonna Not going to hold the fort forever, but it might. I feel like this lands deck is not going to be a Leyline of the Void deck, and we're never going to be able to boomerang basic a Merit Lage if they play it correctly. Like we don't have wastelands to force them to pop it at sorcery at sorcery speed, so that we can do a boomerang basic to it. That's pretty cool. Pyroblast coming in clutch there. Redirect Lightning would never be able to do that. Is part of the strength of Pyroblast is being able to AB combo as a Vindicate against anything in the format. Perhaps instead of being cute with things like Haywire Might and Pithing Needle in the main deck, maybe they should just be more blasts, right? The FGC list has the fast mana and 6 blasts. And then the other Fable of the Mirror Breaker decks have like 4 blasts or 3. So I'm playing, it's weird, right? Because I've got 22 lands. I have 5 fast mana sources, so I've got 27 mana. And then I'm only playing 2 Tezzerets and a bridge, so I guess I have 3 3-drops. Our opponent's taken a while. I don't know. Maybe they're multi-queuing. Maybe they're questioning their life choices. Maybe they're upset that I won off of just 1 land. I don't know. So I'm just filling this space because I don't have the time or the energy to edit out everything. I'm sure there's probably some script or something that I just don't know about. Script, not script. But here we are for game number 2. And this hand, not great. It does have the whole combo. We're just missing a Goblin Welder. We don't have a lot of mana, though. I kind of feel like I should mulligan this. Maybe if we had an Ensnaring... No, because we don't even have the mana to cast the Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, I think I'm going to mulligan this. It's a little too slow and wonky. This Void Mirror might be wrong for just Force of Vigor. This hand is worse. Let's mulligan to 5. Okay, we'll keep this. We're going to put 1, 2, done. I think we're going to lead on Wasteland, or, well, Pithing Needle Wasteland. That's good. That's bad. Okay. Okay, they're going to have a fast one. They are going to have a fast one. We could do Thespian Stage. I'm going to do Wasteland, though. Wasteland. I would like to... If I can play this game of Magic, I think we can win. They might force a Vigor me here. Yeah. Mulligan to 5. Probably just dead. I don't know what we could do. They can go get it right now. Oh, Rumble. Okay. We have all the info. I mean, drawing a mountain might be what we can do. Seed of the Synod. Okay, we're going to play the first saga. This is the first time we've seen the Seed of the Synod. This could be considered the 22nd land, I guess. Took the spot of the 4th Great Furnace. Alright, so they get a Merit Leech or Dark Depths. They can play the Dark Depths. They can make a Dark Depths. We're just dead. We're going to go to game 3. All right. Void Mirror does make sense, but it doesn't do anything.
Dad, I know you're hiding somewhere pretending to be dead.
Excuse me. All right, I just edited out a little bit where my wife and kids came home early from wherever they were in the midst of this sideboarding. We're still waiting for our opponent. Hopefully I did edit it out and not forget about it. Otherwise, you guys will think it's funny and have a little bit of dead air while we wait for my opponent to finish submitting their sideboard. So as I was saying, I don't know about the Void Mirror. It might not be good, but I'm gonna still keep it for the Force of Vigor. I really don't think we want any of this stuff instead. We don't want Sudden Demise. They don't seem to have any creatures. So really we're just hoping to do a fast combo, I think. All right, we're going to play first. And this hand doesn't do anything. Okay, we'll keep this one. Triple Pyroblast. We're going to put one away. Done. And we're going to go get a mountain, and we're going to play Goblin Welder. We're going to hope to draw anything, right? Probably going to start off with a Thundering Falls and hope to bin maybe a Melded Moxite? Or maybe we want to play the Melded Moxite. Urza Saga. That can go fetch a Pithing Needle pretty quick. Mox Diamond. Pretty good. Get rid of a Bojuka Bog. That means they can't crop rotation for it. What are we doing? Oh, we're dismembering. Okay. Well, what do we got? A Sewer Valence Cam. So we're going to go get a Thundering Falls at the end of their turn. And maybe hope that this Ensnaring Bridge is good enough to hide under for a while. We might even be able to tap one of their constructs. Oh, playing the Boseiju is good for us. Let's go and get the Thundering Falls. And we want to leave that on top. I guess we are going to Sewer Cam a construct. And then we are a Melded Moxite away from winning or a Legion Extruder away from winning. They might get Pithing Needle though. Our Ensnaring Bridge is not super great. We don't have a ton of mana. If we get Wastelanded, we're probably pretty dead. Alright, so we're floating a mana. We're doing something. We're crop rotationing. Okay. That's probably pretty great for you. Ancient Tomb. We would like to tap down your construct. We'll tap it. Pithing Needle. That's probably going to name Goblin Welder, I would guess. Yep, okay. We really want to draw a land. 3 mana, 4 mana. This Pyroblast could have been something else, but we played Void Mirrors. We didn't really have anything else to bring in. Maybe if I had Blood Moons in the sideboard, these Pyroblasts would have been cut for Blood Moons. Still wouldn't really do anything in this situation. They might not be complete blanks like they are here, though. Alright, so what can we do? We can play another Sewer Valence Cam next turn. Okay. Let's attack for 1. Ice Till Explorer that gets Urza Saga and Bajuka Bog. It's pretty bad for us. Oh, we're dead. Okay. We're not going to be able to get out of this. We're going to get killed. I'll see you guys for round number 4. All right. Bye. Hey everybody, we are back for game number 3. Or, I'm sorry, round number 4, not game number 3. It's been a few hours since round number 3, and we're back at it. Alright, our opponent's mulliganed. No, they kept. They chose to play first, they kept. We want a mulligan. This hand doesn't seem great, right? Turn 1, we play an Arena of Glory and pass. Yeah, I think we can do better. Let's mulligan. Okay, this hand slaps. We'll get rid of a Goblin Engineer, and we're done. All right. Lotus Petal would be okay. Volcanic Island, Dragon's Reach Channeler. All right. I would like to draw a mountain. No. I think we're going to go for Grindstone. Hope to fade Wasteland for a couple of turns. They do want to daze me. Okay. Well, we can't pay 1. I didn't think that that would be worth a daze. I guess I was wrong. Ancient Tomb. Oh, there's a Wasteland. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough stuff. I don't know that we can play our Painter land. I don't know that we can play Painter. All right, here we go. If we get Wastelanded, we're just dead. There's a Volcanic, okay. And a Brainstorm. They're not turned on yet. Put another removal spell in the graveyard. I'd really like to draw a mountain. Attack. Come on, I won't block. I will block. Okay, land. Put on top of your library. All right, next turn, we're going to play Painter with Pyroblast backup. Double Pyroblast backup. Corey Steelcutter. Lightning bolt. Me? No, my haywire might. Okay. I love that for me. This thing is still not turned on. That's great. And a Delver. That's less great. All right. Everything is blue. We've got double Pyroblast. I wouldn't hate using both of the Pyroblasts this turn. What are we flipping with? A Force of Will. Okay. I think I want to try to destroy this guy. Let's see if you want to fight it. I kind of want to. Okay, okay, we're all right with killing that. Land. Great. All right. Let's play Goblin Engineer. I think I want to resolve this. I'm going to let you resolve your Dragon's Rage Channeler. What do we do? Kept on top. Let's try to counterspell, counter target spell if it's blue. We'll get this Force of Will. And I think I'm going to go for my Ensnaring Bridge here. Where are you, Ensnaring Bridge? There you are. We already have the Grindstone in the graveyard. We don't have an artifact to pitch. So, like, the greatest thing that we could draw right now is Grindstone. Lightning Bolt. That's hitting my Goblin Engineer. That's okay. Snaring Bridge is a card that we would want to draw. They can't attack. They have to attack, in fact. All right. Something good. Come on, something good. That qualifies. Let's attack with this Painter. All right, come on, Brick. Draw Wasteland. Oh, wow, we win? I don't think they understand how Painter Servant works. We would most likely get the bridge, though. All right, cool. On to game number 2. What are we bringing in against blue-red tempo? I guess we could bring in the Sudden Demises. I don't love it. We could bring in the ley lines? I don't love that. What don't we want against this deck? So they're a Daze deck. They're a Daze deck, and we might not want to get our Tezzerets dazed. But maybe we want them, though. This seems like a good card. Let's trim a Mox Opal. I think let's trim this Haywire Mite. We don't need that. I think maybe we can trim a Lotus Petal. And maybe one Goblin Engineer because it's slow. Sudden Demises might do something. They might do nothing. I'm interested in trying them. We're just testing stuff out. Okay, I think I'm into Great Furnace Pithing Needle Wasteland. Go forward. This Thundering Falls, though, again, just making me hate life. I took the Phyrexian Dragon Engine out of my deck so that I could have more keepable 7s, and here we are with Thundering Falls haunting my nightmares. Island Ponder go. Island Brainstorm. That's not a super big sign of strength. Alright, so if we get dazed on this Pithing Needle, our life is misery. That is for sure. Best card I could draw would be Mountain. Alright, what do we got? Urza Saga. That's gonna be a cool card for down the road after we've gotten Pithing Needle with a Wasteland under it. So if he dazes this and then maybe plays Wasteland, that's cool. All right, W-A-S-T-E. Wasteland. That's the card that we don't want to collapse our engine. If we could draw a Mana Source, that would be amazing. We definitely do not want to see a Volcanic Island Meltdown for one. That would just be horrific. Another Brainstorm. Good for us. That's good. So I think I want to play Urza's Saga and Melded Moxite next turn. I'm really hoping I draw an untapped Mana Source. Then I can maybe pitch the Thundering Falls, or maybe the Sudden Demise? I'm not sure. Did they find a fetch land? They did not. Okay. Well, we're definitely... Yeah, okay. Cool. We're going to Melded Moxite. If you daze us, you daze us. You could force. I'm going to pitch the Thundering Falls. Can't pay one. Okay, so he could not draw Volcanic Island. That's not the top card of his deck. He can still play a Meltdown and ruin my life. Do we have a Delver? Not a... Okay, Surveillance Cam. That's cool. We're gonna play this Great Furnace. Oh, okay, we cannot make constructs. In that case, we're gonna play Thundering Falls. We're gonna put that on top. And then we're gonna play Grindstone. Do we have Force? You do have a handful of cards. Okay. I'm going to play Skateboard. I don't think you have Meltdown. It is a little unfortunate that we don't have that mana source, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to play the Painter. They still don't have red mana, though. Delver. Do I try to fade a lightning bolt? I think I just try to fade the lightning bolt, right? Play the Painter. Maybe Painter and Sun Demise for 1. Let's make him... Oh wait, no. We don't want to do this in my upkeep. We want to do this after my main phase. Or has started. Alright, let's make a mana. And then we will fetch our other Grindstone. We will make a Painter. Everything's blue. And it's too bad we don't have one more mana. I think... How could I lose this game? He untaps and plays Lightning Bolt. We're going to try to kill the Delver. We're going to deal 1 damage to each blue creature. Or he's going to daze it. And then let's see what happens. He's drawn a lot of cards. Did he hit the land? He's not slamming the lightning bolt. Oh, Wasteland. It's not going to do it. Alright, I think I got to go no fear. All right, we got there. We'll see you all for the last round. Bye. Hey everyone, we're back for the last round. Positive record is on the line. We're 2-2. This hand looks really good. We're gonna keep it. We have the turn 2 lined up. Lotus Petal. Melted Moxite, so we're in for the mirror. Okay, I think we're good if we're in the mirror. They have very few things that they can use to get us here. What do you got, Giancoli? Ancient Tomb. Okay, I think that's good. And now, I don't know why my opponent isn't conceding, but that's okay. We're going to go Melted Moxite for Surveillance Cam. Okay, now he finally concedes. Let's go on to game number 2. All right, we're playing against the mirror. And what do I want? This is a game where I don't want the Pyroblasts. I don't want the Painters. I think I'm going to try the Boomerang Basics. $56. I'm gonna try the Leyline of the Voids. They're in here for. We're gonna take out a Grindstone too, and we're gonna put in Sun Demise. These Leyline of the Voids are in here for oops, but you know, maybe we're trying stuff out. We're up a game in the Painter Mirror. We're gonna try this. See if these ley lines can stymie our opponent, make him play the Painter game that he doesn't want to play. I can't really play the Painter game. I took it out. But I have Tezzerets. I don't know if he has Tezzerets. All right, this hand looks amazing. It's got everything we want. The Sudden Demise could be something better, but yeah, this looks great. We got lucky with the Leyline in our opener. Keepable hand, too. We're going to keep. Do you have a pregame action, Giancoli? Mulligans to 6. All right, so no sewer nonsense for you. Haywire Might. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go get a Volcanic Island and play Goblin Welder. Goblin Welder's not good to make him lose stuff, but it is okay. It is good for me to do things and stuff. I don't think I'm ready to trade. That's not where we're doing it. That's a good card, but we're going to do... Okay, so we can Goblin Engineer now and get Melted Moxite, and then we can Tezzeret to get Cam the next turn. We can do Tezzeret to get Cam now. We can do Tezzeret to get Cam now, I think. So next turn we have 4 mana and we can do that, right? don't have to kill my Tezzeret. So he's going to go get something. I'm going to get something. Yeah, what if I play my Great Furnace? And play my Goblin Engineer, and that puts the... Yes. Goblin Engineer. A braid on my welder? Okay. That's fine. I think I'm gonna go get an ensnaring bridge then. Oh, I could put Soul Cult? No, let's put the ensnaring bridge in. And then we can start doing some Tezzeret stuff with ensnaring bridge, I think. They can use Urza's Saga to get Pithing Needle. They could also go get a... Oh, now they can exile my Leyline of the Void. Fable. Okay. Let's do our own Urza's Saga. And I think that's it. We'll pass. All right, so what's going to hop out of this Urza's Saga? Is it going to be Painter Grindstone kill? No, okay. We got a construct. It's a 4/4. And what are we going to find? Are we going to find a Pithing Needle for Urza's Saga? Are we going to find a skateboard? Are we going to get Grindstone to set up your combo? Soul Guide Lantern. It's a 5/5, huh? I can make him... No, it's fine. Nope, it's fine. We're not, it does not appear as though we are the blue-red version of Painter. So Leyline of the Void is less than good in this matchup. They'll probably come out for game 3. Another Fable. It's pretty good. Boomerang basics, okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We can go 1, 2, 3, 1. I think we want to bounce this guy back to your hand. Get out of here. And then let's do this. We can get a construct. I think I'll trade my Goblin Engineer if they attack. I want to kill this Fable. This Reflection, I should say. So I'm not going to block. They could exile their Haywire Mite too. You know what? Maybe I want to do that though. I don't think I do. I should have... I'm trying to sell this Sudden Demise though, so I don't want to block with my Goblin Engineer. An Agatha's Soul Cauldron. That's amazing, right? Oh, and a Legion Extruder? Good grief. All right, we're gonna get our Pithing Needle. We're gonna name Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Okay. Four, 1, 2, 3. Get a Mox Opal, play it. Cancel. All right, let's blow up all of the red cards. I really wish I had my Ensnaring Bridge. Every red creature. All right, so I can untap this. It goes to 3. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it next turn. And I think we're gonna get a Sewer Cam. Oh, you still have more? Goblin Welder. It's good. Okay. It's in my graveyard. No artifacts, actually. So we goes to 1, goes to 2, and now we have a Goblin Welder. I think we can't win. We're going to concede this game. think we can't win. All right, let's get out of here, Leyline of the Voids. We don't want you. Let's get in this other ensnaring bridge. Let's get in these 2 sudden demises. And leave in 1 painter. All right, let's roll up a turn 2, shall we? We'll be on the play. Let's roll up a turn 2. The second Leyline of the Void was not good. I guess the first one didn't really do anything the whole game either. Game 1 we saw the Melded Moxite, and I assumed we were on cam, but we're on the mono red, more mid-rangey version with probably 5 blasts. So let's see if our slightly faster, less stable build can get underneath of them. Because if they do get their feet, like they did it, they got their feet under them. I couldn't contend with both of the fables. It's possibly I missequenced. I think that maybe the way our hands lined up, I wasn't going to get there. We're going to go first. And we're going to keep this hand. We're going to keep this hand, and we're going to go turn 1 Thundering Falls, turn 2 Volcanic Island Mox Opal, that's 1 of my mana, and then Skateboard? No, I think I just want to play turn 1 Goblin Welder. Maybe I'll get lucky and hit another land. Maybe I won't, and I'm playing from behind. Mulligan's to 6. If I can find a cam, I can make Infinite Life, which isn't a win, but it'll certainly stop them from killing me. If I can find a cam, I can also maybe tap down their board while I look for a Melded Moxite. Too bad Painter isn't one of my combo pieces that are good. I can play it out, though, with the Goblin Welder. Maybe they grindstone me and they lose because of it. They're thinking hard. Okay. I want to be a Goblin Welder gamer. Do you also want to be a Goblin Welder? Oh, you do have Volcanic. You are on the combo. So interesting. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And we have Spirit Guides. Okay. We're going to leave that on top. Don't want to let him eat it for free. Now let's tap your guy. And then next turn, I think I'm going to use Haywire Might to eat the Agatha's Soul Cauldron with my Mox Opal. Oh, and then maybe I can eat the Urza Saga? Unclear. Melded Moxite, okay. Discarded a mountain. opal. They have mana. Could they lightning bolt my goblin welder? What will you do, Giancoli? What will you do? Catching up on time, even after making me click through for a while. All right, my turn. Let's play the Mox Opal. All right, and then if they try to eat my Haywire Mite, I'm going to get it back. I don't want them to eat it. I understand they might be able to do something tricky here, but that's okay. Next turn, we're going to Moxite and then maybe put the bridge into play. Oh, they probably have another land, but it's important to note that they don't have 3 artifacts for Mox Opal anymore. I mean, neither do I, to be fair. It's possible that depending on what their turn looks like, I might want to weld the skateboard back in to tap a mana source during their next turn, during their next upkeep. Okay, we have another Urza Saga. Fury, kill my guys. Okay, so Ensnaring Bridge, you're gonna have to do the job. What did we get rid of? A Fable. Pretty oh, that's so good too. All right, let's Melded Moxite. We're gonna discard this Painter. And I think we have to play this Goblin Welder. No, do we? I guess we don't. I guess we don't. We can play it on my turn. All right, so we're gonna take a hit. Maybe a pretty like huge hit here. What do you get? Do you get the Pithing Needle? So our skateboard's in the discard pile. Arena of Glory would be tits. Arena of Glory would be great. Red black. Does that matter? Or is that just okay? We're just making a construct. Probably gonna crash in for just a ton of damage. Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. Eat the Painter. Okay. Take 5. Ooh. Take 6. Yep. All right, we're going to play bridge and a Javelin Welder. We've got nothing in their graveyard yet for Goblin Welder. We might see Pithing Needle come out of the Urza's Saga. We might see a Braid on my Ensnaring Bridge, and then I'm just dead. Blech. Haywire Might. Oh, yeah, and then Mox Opal, and I'm just dead, right? All right, good games, Giancoli. You crushed my positive record. Oh, and we have a sewer cam. All right, you got it. Attacking for 1,000 damage. That's it for the video. I will see you guys in the post-wrap where we will dissect the games and do the sign-off. All right, see you next time. All right, we're back for the post-wrap. We played a league of five matches. We played against Blue-White Energy, Simic OMNI-SHOW, Lands, Is It Tempo, and then the Mirror, Blue-Red Tempo. But they had Fable of the Mirror Breaker, where we had Tezzeret. Blue-White Energy seemed pretty good. The sudden demises were great. We were able to get there with the sudden demises. The Simic OMNI-SHOW was bad. We don't have a Chaos Defiler. We only have 3 Pyroblasts. We do have Sewer Valence Cams to tap down Emrakul to Aeon's Torn, but I feel like this specific build of the blue-red deck is not particularly well suited to beat the OMNI-SHOW decks. We played against Lands. It was close. We mulliganed, I think, to 5 in our second game, and lost to them. They had a Force of Vigor, so they were able to get 2 of our permanents after we already mulliganed down 2 cards. And then Is It Tempo, we were able to do our thing. They had definitely some troubles in the second game of the match. They hit their second land. It was a wasteland on like turn 6 or something. And then we played against the Mirror, where we got the nut draw turn 2 on the play, and then in games 2 and 3, they were able to just get me with combat damage. Our sideboard, not great for the Mirror, not great for Is It Tempo. There's definitely some problems here. I'm not sure. These cards are great for their intended purpose. We did not hit this card, this intended purpose, and so our sideboard was a little messed up. Boomerang Basics, there's probably some new heuristics for this card. I am interested in trying it some more. I really liked having the second Volcanic Island. I don't know about the Seat of the Synod. That might have been a little too cute. This card's maybe a little sus. It could be a third mountain. It could be a second Arena of Glory as our 22nd land. We could just go down to 21 lands with the 5 Moxes so that we're at 26 mana sources. I'm not sure, but I think Seat of the Synod's a little sus. Tezzeret can get us Mox Opal if we need it. Maybe we could fit a third Tezzeret in. We're not seeing it a lot. I don't believe he came up in this league where we weren't already woefully behind and he couldn't do anything anyway. But that's it for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me while we played our league, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.